Annie, who weighs 800 pounds, suddenly quits dieting and gives up studying. But the one freaking out the most is her best friend Tina, because Tina used to be a 500-pound fatty herself, and her grades were the worst in the entire school. But somehow things flipped. Annie just kept getting heavier and heavier. No matter how hard she worked out, she couldn't lose weight, and her grades dropped from top of the class to dead last. Meanwhile, Tina turned into a total bombshell, and even took Annie's place as the top student. But Annie didn't think much of it. Every night, her so-called brother forced her to run till she dropped, until one day she collapsed and died from overtraining. But the next second she was reborn, and suddenly everything made sense. Turns out in her past life, Tina cursed her with a spell of misery. So the harder Annie worked, the more Tina benefited. Every pound Annie lost made Tina slimmer. Every time Annie studied harder, Tina's grades got better. That's when Annie realized all her hard work had been feeding Tina's success. Thinking back to how her brother kept forcing her to diet and study, it all started to make sense. He teamed up with Tina to use Annie's pain to make her thrive. He'd been helping Tina shine through Annie's suffering, seeing the truth, and decided to give up studying and stop losing weight. Just then her fiancé walked in. Even after she got ugly, he never left her side. Annie thought he really loved her, but turns out it was all an act. He just wanted to keep her working and suffering. Annie looked disgusted and yanked her hand away. Right there she announced their engagement was officially over. But her fiancé snapped, yelling in front of everyone that she had a princess complex. Then he shoved her hard to the ground. Annie sat there, grateful she finally saw his true colors. She turned away and made a call, agreeing to her parents' plan to study abroad, and canceling the engagement for good. And as Annie gave up studying and stopped losing weight, Tina's grades started to tank. She even lost her guaranteed spot at Harvard. Everyone gathered around to comfort her, while Annie just sat there scrolling on her phone like nothing happened. That scene made Tina's little followers furious. They said, "Tina's so upset. Why don't you go comfort her?" Annie looked at them and said, "You really think someone who ranked dead last should go comfort someone in the top few of the grade?" That's when Tina jumped in, pretending to be the nice one. Wendy nicely suggested Annie go grab lunch for everyone at the cafeteria. The classmates heard that and started picking and choosing, naming all the dishes they wanted.
我就不挑了，但我每个人的餐标不能低于50元，全班40个人，2000差不多应该够了。谢谢，就2000块钱。应该不用我们给你吧。
But Annie now was no longer that sweet girl who tried to please everyone. After waking up for real, she wasn't gonna be nice to anyone anymore, especially not to Tina, that fake nice girl who spent others' money like her own. She happened to be hungry too, so she called her butler to send over a fancy meal. But before she even got the lunchbox, she realized Tina had already opened it and was eating it like it was hers. When Annie confronted her, they acted all righteous, saying it was for her own good. They said food that oily would ruin her diet and make her gain weight.
你不照照镜子，都胖成这样了还吃，你应该感谢我们帮你解决这些。
Some classmates even chimed in, saying that foie gras rice tasted great, and told her to order another one. Looking at their disgusting faces, Annie decided she had enough. She told them that meal was from a 5-star hotel worth 8,888 yuan per person, and it was for 6 people. They took it without permission, which all